So this week in the weekly races we have Dragon Tail. Good through race 10 laps. You have to use the hard compound tyres and also the medium compound. You have to swap between the two during the race. One pit stop normally. This was my first time going at the race this week. I didn't do much qualifying, so I started back in the pack. I only did one lap and it wasn't quite fast enough. I think it was at 140, like 41, something like that. I think 141, yeah. So yeah, right at the back of the back of the pack, dead last. Let's see how we do. So I chose the Toyota Supra for this. Just a random car I picked. I don't really know what to go for. A lot of people go for the R35 GTR. Heading down into turn 2. Going up here, already some incidents. Going up position P15. Another instant P14. These races were kind of hectic, going round chicane of death. It's Ludo in front, heading off. Going 3 wide down here. And there's just me thinking it's a bit too risky. Can go on the brakes a little bit, try and back out of it. A little bit of contact there, going through these like S's. This first couple of corners have already made my way into P14. Apologies if my voice doesn't sound the best as well. I'm recently recovering with a slight cold. So going through here, coming up to the chicane of death. This car gone off up into P13. Go through, there's the first chicane, here goes the second chicane, sending it in. GTR going a bit slow and lost by a bad exit. Up into P12. Cars in front having a battle there. Going through the last, final corner. Trying to get a good exit through here as we follow the German driver. In the BMW. And lap 2 we already made up 4 positions. Not too bad. This is B-rated lobbies as well. Sent up the inside, tiny bit of contact there. Trying to best send through, get good exit speed as well. So in P11, purple sector 1. Driver in front, going into the grass a little bit there. Perhaps not taking the best line through there. Trying to go up on the outside, the inside here, which will become the outside. Give it a go at the old switcheroo, see what happens. Can't get it done. Actually, maybe. Side by side. Just got the acceleration on me. Coming through the chicanes. Slight contact barrier there in front. Nearly hitting that inside barrier. Getting the slipstream. Got a better line of drive. Better drive off the line. Into the braking zone, braked a little bit earlier because I was conscious about him on the outside. And we make the move done. This driver in front goes into the pit lane. But I was about to say I haven't really done a few weekly races in a good while. I'm going to be doing the league races. This one is my first time back after a couple of weeks off. It's just following Ludo here, the Frenchman. Using the curb zones, using the track limits. Going through here, not quite flat out as I'm in the turbulent air. Right on behind Ludo. Clipped the grass a bit, it's coming back on circuit. I go up into the inside to avoid him. That's P7, will we hold on to the position? It looks like it. So already laps halfway through-ish, lap 3 of the race, we already made up a good few positions. P7 started P16. It's coming through the chicane of death now. It's first chicane done. Second one nearly in the inside barrier. Could probably get a little bit close to it, to be honest. Why risk it? It's going through the final corners. A bit of smoke. Driver in front has got a penalty. Let's go through the second corner here. Braking as the curb's going to start on the right. Just using the track limits there. Really catch up to the drivers in front. Much quicker than them through the second turn. Again, not quite flat out through here. Just don't have the grip to steer right there. So let's see if we can get up to the top 5 before our pit stop. Because the Porsche goes right on the, goes into the, well, off the track and then just loses it. That's P5, an easy P5. So we started last, made our way up into 5th position by lap 4. We're still going to have to do our mandatory pit stop though, so we'll see where that spits us out. Go for the chicane of death. GTR taking a much better line for there than I did. Just catching up a little bit there for that corner. GTR gets a slightly better exit than me. GTR really on the inside as well, trying to just tuck into that slipstream. It doesn't tell you how close I am to the cars around me on the timing screen. Because this is the replay, I didn't record the actual race, I just recorded the replay. So that's unfortunate, it doesn't show. But again, I just catch up for that second corner. Again, not quite full throttle. Braking as the gravel starts. Just trying our best to follow the Portuguese driver and catch up. Purple sector 1 again. So I know I have the pace to set the fastest lap for the first sector, it's just about the other sectors as well. Maybe we're losing a bit of time. So I'm losing time in sector 2. I'm going to put myself there. Just going for the chicane. We have lost time to the GTR in front of me. So start lap number 6. I'm in P5. I wasn't too sure on the pit strategy as well. I did start the medium compounds. You have to use the medium and hard tyres. You don't really have to worry about fuel either. So it's just tyres you have to be smart about. So lap 5 was actually my fastest lap on this race. Just braking as the curbstone start on the left, trying to hit the apex, trying to get a good exit as well, just doing everything we can to catch up with that GTR. So as the Porsche Civ got a penalty there, so going really slow, that's P4. Are we going to pit this slap? Yes, we are. Kind of cutting the pit entry line there. Probably going to get us a penalty. It's coming into the pits, swapping to the hard compound tyres. I think we get a penalty on the exit, unfortunately, as well. So here we are, changing tyres. Really quick pit stop. Coming out the pits in P9, we have a 3-second penalty. Crossing the line. Driver on the inside, trying to be very cautious with him. He has a 4.5-second penalty. I believe he pit behind me, and also got a penalty for hitting a barrier. So I'm just trying to follow him, not do anything too ballsy. As GTR comes back on the track. Quite an unsafe rejoin there. It's just normal for this game. Gran Turismo 7, we're used to it by now. So we're trying to keep up, but try not really to do any overtakes or any risky overtakes. As long as I'm close to him, I should be able to pass them when we both see the penalty. Just hugging those inside curbstones there. Going through the chicane of death. Following the Porsche, losing a little bit of grip there, keeping control of the car. Coming off the racing line, still getting the slipstream as well. Going past. We're back up to P11. So we went from P16 to P4 to P11. Let's go for the second turn. Just trying to follow this GTR through. GTR in front of us has a penalty as well, so probably going to save that this lap. One way in front, see there. I think that's there in P8, yeah. Just going to the outside, back out a little bit. Just trying to follow him through. Probably not taking the best line through there, have to slow down quite a bit to not go wide. Just being conscious of the driver behind me, the Porsche I believe it is. Braking as the curbstone start, going through, a little bit of contact in front of us there. So I've got to be cautious of that GTR, as they're going to see the penalty. Going for the chicane of death, Porsche not taking the best line. And has become a victim of the chicane of death. A little bit of contact, just go past the GTR. See the GTR going slow in front of me as well, trying to up the inside. They just swerved to get out of the way, but yeah, go wide from it. I was expecting them to hold their line, so I just went up the inside. Didn't expect them to go on the inside as well. Thankfully no collision though. So up into P8. Just following the GTR, and this is kind of where my race got ruined. So we're side by side, braking in, get hit from behind, and just send off track. I'm trying to rejoin as quickly as possible, but I've literally just got no grip. Back on the track, but gravel on my tyres caused me to lose grip. Got damage and a penalty if it wasn't bad enough. So yeah, wasn't the best first race, but could have been a lot worse. First sprint of the race was quite good for me, gained a lot of positions, but after the pit stop it just went downhill from there. It's following this Porsche who's gone into the barrier as they lose grip. So it's not all doom and gloom for me. I'm in P13. Now I'm P12. I don't really know where I got the overtake there, but I'll take it. I think it's because somebody left. Now I'm P11. It's P11, 2 laps to go. Going through the chicane of death, about to save the penalty 2, nearly hitting that inside barrier. Coming off the racing line to save the penalty. There isn't really anyone behind me, that's too close. Go back from the racing line. Brake a lot later because I'm not carrying as much speed as normally. So in P11's final lap of the race starting now. Let's see what we can do. On the harder compound tyres as well, so there's a lot less grip than the mediums. Just trying our best to catch up to the in front, risking, well, trying to be a bit more risky. So it's the final lap. Coming through the final section of the track now. Get up to the chicane of death. Just using those curbstones. Braking as that like sign above me starts. Losing a little bit of grip there, just keep control of the car though. Not gonna be fast enough to catch up to anyone, but coming across the line, finishing P12. Not the best race, but not the worst either. So I did another race. This time I did some qualifying, starting in P3. I think I got a high 37 for qualifying, I think. Not too sure. So start the race in P3. Let's see what we can do. So coming off the throttle before braking for the first corner, as my tyres are going to be cold and I am behind the driver, so less grip from aerodynamics. Now this one you are going to see the gap between cars in front of me on the timing delta on the left, as I recorded this while I was racing and not after I raced. Nearly hitting the GTO in front of me. Having not the best line from here. Kind of saving it after. Dropped off the guys in front though. So trying to keep up with the guys in front. If they start battling, it's going to slow each other down, so I could probably get an overtake, but I'm trying to get away from people behind as well, so I don't want us to start battling, and I get a penalty for hitting the wall. Not a good day for me then. It's only a 1.5 second penalty though, it's not that bad. It's not that good either, but it is what it is. So we're just trying to make a hard charge, trying to keep up with guys. We are on the medium compound tyres, which are the faster tyres. I don't think going from the hards to the mediums is the best idea, to be honest. I haven't really tried out much, so I don't know. But they seem to work well for me. It's braking as the coach is on the inside, just abusing the track limits there. So we're doing okay at trying to keep up. Do you think we can do it? Because the GTR loses a bit of traction there, nearly goes sideways. Goes sideways a little bit, but they keep control of it. Purple sector 1 again. I'm just keeping up with GTR as the Norwegian drive will just gets a good well, gets a good distance from us. Off the throttle before into the braking zone, just so I don't come into the back of the person in front. Purple sector 2 as well. Coming through the chicane of death. I am going to save the penalty though, unfortunately. Go through there. GTR loses grip and just hits the barrier very aggressively. Hell of an impact. I'm going to save the penalty. Driver goes past. So we went up to P2 and now back down to P3. So just braking up the curves on the right, coming up to the inside. Gaining quite a lot of time on the driving front through there. I think they just get a better exit than us a little bit there. Just come off the throttle a little bit there, going that corner. Can go flat out through there, just probably not the best idea when you're behind a driver. Purple sector 1 again. I know I have it in me to set the fast lap ways, but see what we can do. Not the best line through there. Have to go off throttle a tiny bit for that last turn. Going up to the inside, hitting the apex there. Braking just after the curb turn start on the left. Hitting the apex, trying to get a good exit through here. There's quite a gap between me and the driver in front, unfortunately. Go for chicane of death, carrying a lot of speed through there, nearly hitting the barrier on the exit. Really sensitive through there. Driver ahead's got a penalty as well. So catching up to them. Just tackling into the slipstream here, and I set the fastest lap of the race. So I knew how I didn't need to set the fastest, but don't know how long that will last for. There are some pretty fast drivers in this race. As you see, the Porsche in front just going really quick. Very fast driver. As we're just stuck behind this GTR. So through that second sector, I think I can gain quite a bit of time. Go quite slow through there. Really using the back track limits there, sending it through the chicane of death. In the slipstream as well. Driver in front serving their penalty. I go up on the outside, didn't have much choice. Trying to get the old switcheroo, couldn't quite get it done. We're up in into P2 now. And I'm still holding the fastest lap of the race, at lap number 5. So I'm trying to keep up with the GTR. I know in a few laps time I've got to change tyres. So I end up through the fifth chicane there. Looking like we're about to collide, but it doesn't. Just braking a little bit there, going down to 4th gear. Coming off throttle as hit the apex through here. And do the same again there, with the throttle. So there's quite a bit of air behind me, for the driver behind. Braking just after the apex, the curve zone start. Braking zone. Driving front, losing a little bit of grip there, trying to use that to catch up. Back into the slipstream, I believe. Looks like it. Send it through that little bit of collision. They don't hit the barrier on the inside. They just slow down a lot more than I was anticipating for them. Porsche goes past. Back down into P3. So we're going to the pits now. The Porsche stays out. A bit of a risky move from the GTRs to go into the pits. Changing the hard compound tyres, not refueling it at all. Let's see where it spits us out as we come out of the pits. So we come out about P6. Set the traction controls on a 1 because I know these tyres are, well, you don't get a lot of grip out of them, so you are kind of at risk spinning out. It's too eager on the throttle. So just as like a safety thing. It's just trying to keep up with the GTR. And you can see what I mean there, the GTR is on the hard tyres. You can just see if you're just too early on the throttle, as we make contact. I don't know if that was the safest rejoin, I don't know if we just have fault there. Might put a clip of that in the Sim Racing series on Reddit, see what people think. But you can see just how the hard compound tyres, you can lose quite a big grip from them, it's just kind of a risk. GTR goes back past, as I do have front end damage. Breaking the braking zone, going quite slow through there as well. Try to go back into the slipstream. Send it through the chicane of death. Just trying to crack into the slipstream here. Again on the brakes a bit earlier than normal. A few drivers in front, they go into the pits as well, flopping from the mediums to the hard compound. We make our way up into P4. Again, a normal braking zone, just nipping up the inside as we abuse the track limits there. Driver in front's gone off. That was the guy who was leading the race, that's P3. They're on the hard compound, I believe, as well. See the driver in front squirming there from the lost traction. Clouds are not looking so great either. I don't think any rain would happen in this race though, thankfully. We have lost some time to the GTR in front. In some areas I catch up, other areas I drop off, so I really need to improve my time in some areas of the track. Somehow I still have kept the fastest lap of the race as well. Send it through the chicane of death, nearly hitting the barrier again. The driver in front hits the barrier, I go around the outside, get the overtake done, we're up into P2. They've got a penalty as well, so that's going to help us get some distance between them, me and the driver behind. And the driver in front goes into the pits, going from the medium compounds to, I believe, going from the hard compounds to the mediums, I believe. Because they're in the Mazda vision. So we're in the lead of the race at the moment. So we just got to retain this for 3 more laps. Trying to make no silly mistakes. It's going through here. Will we come off the throttle as it's nobody in front? Come off the throttle a little bit there. Don't quite want to risk these tyres going through that full throttle. Now that Porsche is behind us as well, who's very quick. So they're going to go up to P2 once the GTR saves their penalty, I believe. It may come up sooner than that though. I just hope that GTR keeps them behind, keeps that Porsche behind them. Braking just after the curbstone, sending it in. Trying to get a good exit as well. Kind of difficult with the lack of grip as well as the fact I have traction control enabled. Just more of a safety factor. Nearly hit the barrier. So the GTR coming to the penalty as well. And that's for the Porsche in P2. So I have about 2 laps to keep this position, hold on to it, and not let the Porsche past. Start lap number 9, 2 laps to go. Head into the first turn. Onto the brakes, just send it up the inside. So we're going to lift through here. We are a little bit here. Try and get a good track through there. I think the Porsche had a loss of grip as well as they coming out of that corner, so they were a bit squirrely coming out. That's going to help us out. Heading into the braking zone. Going up the inside. The Porsche on our radar now. Really starting to apply the pressure. It's going for the chicane of death, trying to carry as much speed as I can through here. Nearly hitting that barrier on the exit. Slight graze on it. See through the Porsche behind me. At this point of the race, I decided, screw it, this Porsche is really catching up on me. I need to get going, so start to turn off the traction control, I believe. Yep, turning it off. So no traction control, really risking it, just for those extra tenths. Porsche on my radar. Going a little bit off there. Another mistake by me. Porsche also makes a slight mistake, especially really. They're on my inside. Will they get the overtake done? Come on the brakes a little bit there, as I'm not confident going through there too wide. And the Porsche goes in front. Let's see if we can get a quick overtake before the end of the race. Just following through. Just hoping they make a big mistake as I try to apply pressure onto them. I think I take a better line than they do through there. Getting quite a good exit on them. Trying to come through the chicane of death, just get as much speed as we can. We have to go a lot slower because they went kind of slow through there. I think slight bit of contact there. Back into the slipstream. It's this corner or nothing. They go on the inside to defend, I go on the outside. See if I can get the old switcheroo done. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Trying to tuck into the slipstream, see if we can get past. But it's not looking like it. Coming across the line, finishing P2, started P3. Not a bad race to be honest. Could have gone a lot worse. I believe we also had the fastest lap of the race by the end of it. So yeah. So you can see my driver on the podium celebrating the finish, P2. Wish it was P1, but this racing anything can happen up till the last lap. Did say congratulations to him. Did deserve the win to be fair. Yeah. So if you guys liked the video, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know when you see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.